Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, so it's a brand new year, and what better way to celebrate that than with a brand new setup and with a brand new Attack on Titan chapter, chapter 101. Actually, the chapter came out pretty late tonight. I was actually just about to head to bed, and then I decided, you know what, let me check out the website, see if anything new came out today. Oh, what's this? Attack on Titan chapter 101? Well, I'm not going to not read this right now and do a review about it. It's my most hyped manga, and quite frankly, the most hyped manga on my channel now that Fairy Tail's over. I have to do it. So I'm actually glad I did because the chapter was actually pretty hyped and a lot of important things kind of happened in this chapter. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so the chapter starts off pretty much exactly where the last one left off, with Aaron killing William Tiber, you know, little Willie as I like to call him, and yeah, dude's actually dead. So yeah, my whole thing about him having the Titan power, or like having the Hammerhead, or as they call it in this chapter, the Warhammer Titan ability. Yeah, it turns out he actually didn't have it, despite the fact that he was the head of the family. So no, yeah, the guy gets ripped to fucking pieces in this chapter. Like, you see parts of him flying off, like part of his head, not even his whole head, just like the top half from the nose up, goes flying left and right. The guy's dead. There's really no question about that. And then we see like a little look at this little girl. I think it was his wife or his sister. I'm not exactly sure. They never actually went specifics about like who his family members were. And she's just sitting there, like standing next to a few dead corpses, and she's like, "Hey, you know, your sacrifice is not gonna be forgotten." And I'm like, "All right, what's so important about this chick?" And then we turn away, and she fucking like we focus on Aaron for a little bit. We see him going on like a little rampage. He's attacking people. We check in with some of the soldiers, and we'll talk about them in a second. And they're like trying to figure out what to do. And then right like out of nowhere, that chick who, like I said, I'm not sure if it's his wife or his sister or whatever, she transforms into the fucking Warhammer Titan, and dude, this thing looks fucking beastly. Like this Titan is fucking epic as shit. I'm gonna put a picture of it right here. Like look at the design on this Titan. This thing, oh my god, I I had no idea what to think when I saw when they kept saying like the Hammerhead Titan. I kept thinking of like a Hammerhead shark, or like a Titan with like a fucking hammer for a face, which honestly wouldn't be the most like out there thing for Attack on Titan to have. But still, I was not expecting something like this. This actually looks pretty creepy as shit, and it's cool as hell. But yeah, so she transforms into the Titan, and right away, once Aaron notices that she's transforming, he does not waste any time. He just goes straight on and attacks her. He just goes full force on her. He tries his best not to give her any chance to like transforming or like get into her full form. Try to take her out right away. Then we check in with the soldiers. Like I said, they're trying to figure out what to do, and the head soldier, the one that's actually planning everything with Little Willie, yeah, he decides to like shoot his gun at the Titan, and he's like, "Hey, no matter what happens, no matter what the Warhammer Titan ends up doing to him, no matter how badly she fucks him up, my shot was the first shot to declare this war." When we talk about this later on, and like you know, this is actually kind of revealing what him and Little Willie's actual plan was. When he's like, "All right, when we talk about this later on about what happened, you're gonna remember and you're gonna tell everyone that I was the one to draw first blood, that I was the one to first attack our enemy when they invaded our country." So yeah, it turns out him and Lil Willie's plan was to basically stop making the Titans useful. Basically, just come to the point where the army or the Marlesian army decides that they don't need the Titans anymore, and that they'll actually use their anti-Titan military weapons to actually win the war against Paradise Island. Which, if you think about it, actually makes a lot of sense. Now, there's two reasons why this makes sense. One, back in the last war, or like the war they just got out of, that actually started this arc, we saw that basically the Titans were actually kind of getting taken out left and right. Fucking Reiner got pretty badly injured fighting up against some anti-Titan war for basically weapons that the enemy had, and it took everything they had just to beat the enemy to like ships. So it makes sense that they'd actually decide, all right, we need to start moving away from using Titans. Not only that, we saw Little Willie. He hated the fact that he was an Aleden. He really hated the fact, and we already know that the Marlesians hate them. So the less they need them, the better, and the more they can just like basically deprive them of any type of humanity, the better. And what better way to do that to just get rid of their usefulness, which the only useful thing they do is turn to Titans, as far as the Marlesians are concerned. So once they stop using them, they can just do what they can get rid of them for all they care. So yeah, that's pretty much all that happens with the soldiers. I mean, they attack Aaron like with some more anti-Titan weapons later on, but that's pretty much all that happens with them. We check in with the two Titan shifters for the Marlesians that actually were trapped a few chapters ago, and we find out that, which we pretty much all figured out, the cart Titan chick, I forget her name, once she realized that there was something up with the soldier that was leading them to the trap, she contacted that guy, or that guy she hugged. She told him basically, hey, something's not right about this. Get your people and just like in a few minutes come looking for us. And they eventually find them getting out there. They're like, all right, so what's the situation? They ask them what's going on. The soldiers that rescued them tell them what's going on. Like, and they try to come up with a plan, and it really doesn't go anywhere because while they're coming up with a plan, the car Italian chick notices people running across the roofs, and basically it's just you see the Paradise Island people, you see the Paradise Island troop just coming across with their 3D maneuver gear. Oh, I forgot to mention. All right, so you know those recruits that we've been following throughout this entire arc, Falco's little team. Yeah, we check in with them again right after Aaron like basically goes on his rampage. One gets fucking crushed like right away. Three of them, Colt, Falco's brother, Gabby, the chick that Falco's trying to like, he wanted to like find a way to protect, so he wanted to become the armor titan, so she wouldn't have to go through that shit. And I forget what the other one's name is, the guy with glasses. Yeah, the three of them are like, fuck, he's dead. We need to get the fuck out of here. They start freaking out. Like Colt tries to lead Gabby out, and he tries to bring the other one with them. He gets separated by the crowd and gets trampled to fucking death. Like it's not even like he gets fucking. I'm pretty sure at one point they're trampling him to the point where like his neck twists around. Then we check in with him later on, and fucking Cole's just holding his dead bloody body. He's like, yeah, he's dead. There's no helping this guy whatsoever. And they're just kind of freaking out, like, what the fuck's going on? Colt's obviously trying to find Falco. And speaking of Falco, we actually don't see what happened with him and Reiner in this chapter. We actually get no confirmation on whether or not they're alive or dead. I'm assuming they're alive just because Reiner can obviously transform into a Titan, and he basically risks his life to protect Falco. So I'm assuming we're going to find out later on that they're alive, but we have no idea yet. But yeah, at the end of the chapter, we go back to Aaron and the Hammerhead, or the Warhammer Titan, basically duking it out. And as Aaron tries his best, he just does not stand a fucking chance against this thing. It's like watching fucking Goku versus Jiren, and when Goku used Super Saiyan Blue, it wasn't even a fucking competition. The Hammerhead Titan just took him out, and Aaron did everything he could. He used all his fighting techniques. He even uses like a little hardening technique that he learned, or that he gained a few arcs ago, and the Hammerhead Titan just crushed right through it. Like, she literally brought the hammer down on his head and crushed it. He had to revert back to his human form at that point, and just when the Hammerhead Titan starts talking to him, it's like, hey, you did your best, but it was a dumbass decision to come here by yourself. She's right about to attack him. And then Aaron's like, do it, Mikasa. Like, the second he said that, I was like, oh, shit. Something's about to happen. And Mikasa comes flying up from behind the fucking Hammerhead Titan, or fucking Warhammer Titan. I keep calling her Hammerhead. She comes flying up behind the Warhammer Titan and uses those lightning spears that they used against Reiner and Bertold a few arcs ago, and she fucking throws 6 of them into her back by herself. I'm not sure if she actually killed the Warhammer Titan or not, but she definitely took its fucking head off. And then she lands on Aaron's arm, or like his Titan's shoulder, and she's like, all right, come on, man, it's time for you to come home. Like, seriously, just come back with us. Forget all this shit, just come back with us. And that's pretty much where the chapter ends. So yeah, originally I was not feeling this arc. I just wasn't, because, I mean, we did a 4-year time skip after we did a 1-year time skip at the end of the last arc. We're following a whole new cast. We didn't see Aaron until like halfway through it, and we didn't find out it was actually him officially until like 3 chapters ago. And then we have no idea why he's here. We have no idea what his plan was. And then out of nowhere, just threw everything at us. And I gotta say, even though I wasn't a big fan of this arc, these last 2 chapters actually really brought me back in, really got me interested in seeing what's going on. I'm a little disappointed in my actual idea that, you know, like William Tybur and Aaron were actually working together. That wasn't actually what came true. But at the same time, I'm actually digging what's going on, and I'm actually looking forward to see actually how this happens, like how Aaron was able to get a message to Mikasa and them on Paradise Island, because I doubt there's a letter that's going to them. I mean, did they know he was there? Did they know he was on the Norwegian island? Because the way Mikasa said, hey, let's go home, makes it sound like they came from Paradise Island to pick him up. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what happened with that. But yeah, I'm also looking forward to see if that soldier that actually trapped the 2 Titan shifters was Jean. I saw like some theories saying that it might be Jean. I don't know. We didn't get any confirmation on that either. Looking forward to see that mystery revealed, and I'm really looking forward to see where this war ends up going. But yeah, it's pretty much it for the chapter. Go read it if you haven't yet. Sorry if I spoiled it. I'm going to try to do something like this every time I do a chapter review, or every time I do a face cam video. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. It took a lot of effort to make these videos. And that's about it. Catch you guys later. Peace.